It was the strongest start to a year for all three major indexes since 2013. A U.S. tax overhaul last month that includes hefty corporate tax cuts helped to fuel late-year gains and was the first major legislative victory in President Donald Trump's pro-growth agenda since he took office a year ago. U.S. stocks this week have been adding to momentum from 2017, driven by a series of strong economic reports from across the globe and expectations for strong fourth-quarter earnings, with all three major indexes hitting milestones in the last few days. The Dow broke above 25,000 for the first time on Thursday, while the S&P closed above 2,700 on Wednesday and the Nasdaq settled above 7,000 earlier in the week. We're up over 2% for the first 4 days of 2018, so that's pretty good. Markets are still working to figure out the implications of tax cuts, and that's provided some of the lift along with already good economic forecasts, said Mike Bailey, Managing Director at U.S. Bank Private Client Wealth Management in Portland, Oregon. Weaker than expected December U.S. jobs data also could help the Federal Reserve stick to its policy of gradual interest rate hikes in 2018, which would be good for stocks, Bailey said. U.S. job growth slowed more than expected in December amid a decline in retail employment, but a pickup in monthly wages pointed to labor market strength. Non-farm payrolls increased by 148,000 jobs last month, the Labor Department said. Economists polled by Reuters had expected a rise of 190,000. The Dow Jones Industrial Average rose 220.74 points, or 0.88%, to 25,295.87. The S&P 500 gained 19.16 points, or 0.70%, to 2743.15, and the Nasdaq Composite added 58.64 points, or 0.83%, to 7136.56. The S&P Technology Index's 1.2% gain led the advances among the 11 major S&P sectors, with gains in Microsoft, Apple and Google parent Alphabet boosting the index. The year's strong start follows a surprisingly sharp rally in 2017 that ended with the S&P 500 up 19.4% on the year. For the week, the Dow rose 2.3%, the S&P 500 gained 2.6% and the Nasdaq climbed 3.4%. Those were the biggest weekly gains for the S&P and Nasdaq since December of 2016.